This one has become a daily driver because Champagne Bubbles is having engine troubles yet again. So we're having to use this as a daily, and this one's got steering problems. Let's take a look at what's going on. All right, so first thing, we had to remove this skid plate. We had 6 bolts, 15 millimeter, and we took off 2 here, 2 there, and 2 back there. Then we come up underneath here, guys, and this is where all the real fun begins. So we have our tie rod ends out here. These are in good shape. We really haven't had to do anything with those since the last alignment. We have an idler arm right here, 2 bolts here, and then it's tied to a long spindle shaft. We have our Pitman arm right here. This one is bad as well. And then over here is our other tie rod end. Like I said, guys, the tie rod ends are in good shape. Where our problems are is up in here. So I know the lighting is kind of terrible here. So right here is where it attaches on the idler, and then it attaches on the Pitman arm over here. So again, a little dark to see underneath there, but in order to get at the Pitman arm, we have to pull the 3 bolts that hold this gearbox into place. We may have to pull the steering shaft off of the gearbox so that we can move this around and get underneath on a puller to pull that off of there. Now, I could just replace my idler over here and it would stabilize this a little bit more, but here's the thing, that has been replaced before. It's because of this that we're knocking these out. So in order to fix this properly, that must get replaced and that must get replaced. That way we can ensure that that stops breaking because of that. These are some of the issues that you deal with steering components. When you start dealing with old components versus new components, sometimes the old components can damage new components. And you really do need to know which ones are very vital. Anytime you deal with steering components, whether it be a tie rod end, inner or outer, or whether it be a gearbox, even if it would be a Pitman or idler arm, oftentimes all of these parts have to work in junction with each other. So if you have one bad part, it can take out another part that's in good shape. We could easily replace the idler on this thing and be done in like 20 minutes. But now having to go after the steering gearbox, this turns us in a couple-hour job because we don't know everything we have to take apart on the gearbox. And we need to make sure we have the right Pitman arm before we start the teardown. The reason I say this is Pitman arms have keyways in them. Those Pitman arms are designed to go on in certain directions. If you put it on in the wrong direction, your steering is going to be way off. If you put it in the right place, your steering won't move just by replacing the idler and Pitman arm. Unlike a steering rack like we deal with over here, we have to align this when we're done. When we do a Pitman and idler arm on this, if we don't touch our inner and outer tie rod ends, we don't need to do an alignment. Now, an alignment will help and we'll get it closer to the ideal measurement that it needs to be, but we can drive it for a little bit before we take it in for an alignment. You can't do that on a steering rack. Only when you have a steering setup like this one back here, where you have a gearbox, can you replace some components. Like I said, anytime you touch anything that deals with the tie rod ends, it has to go in because you're changing the measurement from what it was. You'll never get it perfectly back into line without the alignment tool. Many alignment tools are 30 grand plus all the way up to 100K, depending on the setup. So if you guys are going to tackle a job like this, make sure you have a couple of hands because some of these components are heavy, especially that gearbox. Make sure that you can get in there and replace the parts. Make sure you have the proper pullers. One puller you're going to need, and you have to have this puller. Do not attempt to do a Pitman arm without this. This is a Pitman arm puller. You have to have this tool. Without this, you will not get that off of the gearbox. And the whole point of doing 90% of the teardown on this is to change that Pitman arm.